we've just made it into Kununurra. A nice easy 1 hour drive this morning. So we're staying at the Kimberley Land Holiday Park. Is that right, Independence?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're staying there. We've got a nice big site, number 433. So it's next door to some permanents, but it's a massive big site. So I'm really happy with that. We've got a bit more room to spread out and move. So we're just going for a bit of a wander around town just to see what we can find. We're just seeing Emu Export 30 block for $72. So I should have brought a carton of them when I was in Perth when they were only $55. Anyway, I'm gonna take a box home with me before we go. So hang on, every time I talk on this thing, the two-way goes off, doesn't it? So anyway, we're just going to go to the information centre to start with, and then we'll work out our plan of attack for the next roughly five or 6 days that we're here for. We want to go out and do Ivanhoe Crossing, get the iconic drone shot as you drive across. So that'll be tomorrow at the moment at this stage, and yeah, I just might even head back to the park and have a bit of a look around. But this is the Kununurra to start with, I suppose.
A few moments later. Next day.
Righto, so we're just heading up to Kelly's Knob this morning, so up nice and early, could beat the heat. I think it's going to be 32 or something today, so it should be nice and warm. But I don't know how far we actually go. I don't know if we go up there. Not too sure, but we'll walk along this track and see what we can find. So this is the entrance you've got to find. It's a little open gate, so come to the top of the road and turn right. So it's a 1.2 kilometre return, I think, so it says allow about an hour. Might be a bit hard on the way up, but a bit easier on the way back down. Whew, I'm already puffed. Righto, we've made it to the top of Kelly's Knob, so how cool is this? Bloody 360-degree views all the way around. I had to pull up here for about a minute before I started talking because I was blowing so hard, but yeah, check out the views, they are crazy. Absolutely crazy. So there's a ute down there. So she's certainly a steep rise up here, so pretty challenging track in places, but it says allow an hour. I don't know about an hour. I reckon I got up in about 15 minutes, so well, that was sort of hooking. But if you want to take your time, yeah, take your time. Yeah, crazy views up here. Really, really cool. So they've got this tower up here on the top of Kelly's Knob, so it's a warning and legal disclaimer. So yeah, don't hang around there too long. Just quickly walk past that like a big X-ray machine. Other than that, beautiful scenery up here. Then bloody stations. We're over, so where all those boats are over there, we're over to the right hand side of the Kimberley Land Tourist Park. They've got a tourist park down here, the Hidden Valley one. And there's a couple others in town. But yeah, everything's all pretty close together. There's a couple of little points of interest out of town, but we'll get them done next couple of days. So I just thought I'd just say again, like when you come to Kelly's Knob, so you walk up this track here, so the car park's back down here. You come to a double set of gates like this. Once you get to here, literally stop, turn to your right, and there's a gate there. I know it says danger, no entry, unauthorised personnel, but whatever else. But that's the entrance to get up to Kelly's Knob up there. There's no signage, but that's the way to get up there. If they didn't want you to go up there, they'd have it padlocked, and the gate was open when we got here. And I've watched other YouTube videos of people that have done this, and that's their entry point right there. So National Park, or the mini bungle, I think they call it. So we're just going to do a couple of small walks now. So this is the first two, top one and the second one. I don't think we'll worry about doing the bottom one, just because it's starting to get a bit warm at the moment, and I'm happy just doing nice little walks. Take the drone and get a few drone shots hopefully. So we'll go for a wander. So what is it, class 4 and a class 1, so we're half an hour and 15 minutes, but I reckon we'll have it all done in about an hour. So that'll be us, because we'll just belt feed through this and get a few pickies and a few drone shots, and then we're out of here. And it must be take the kids to school, I reckon, by then. Should be drop them off.
You wish.
No, we aren't.
I reckon you should go to school, Decker.
No, we're not. I'm turning that off.
No, you're not.
Yes.
So when you get here, there's some dunnies if required. I'm guessing we go on this track here. We've come to a fork in the road. Do you go left or do you go right?
Which way do we go?
Well, that's what I just said. We've come to a fork in the road.
Hang on.
We'll go right. Because I reckon it's like a bit of a loop, sort of a setup. So, but knowing our luck, we've gone the wrong way and we're on the 3.5k track. So we'll see you in about 4 hours time. It is so cool how all those tree roots just cling onto the side of the rocks and just find a little bit of nutrients. Look at that. That is crazy. And this obviously a little waterfall in the wet. Look at this one over here. How cool is this? It's amazing how it just clings on, holds on. That is so cool. That is really cool. Where are you going, Dagger? It's like a little hidey hole down here, isn't it? those walks are quite nice actually, but you get to the top, well not to the top, you get to the other end, and it's an anticlimactic, I think that's how you say it. And we get to a viewpoint here when we overlook the industrial area, so that's pretty exciting. So that's Kelly's knob over here. So those little small walks is an overlooking of the industrial area. So, ta-da! Might have to go back and do that 3.5k walk maybe. I don't know. We'll suss it out on the way back and go from there.
A few moments later.
Righto, we've just pulled up at Ivanhoe Crossing, so we're just about to go for a drive across the crossing. It's quite a bit of water there at the moment.
Yes.
We're just going to head out to Black Rock Falls or Black Rock Pool or something, whatever's out the road. So I'll hand you over to Painty while we cross over the crossing. What you call a free underbody wash. That was so cool. This must be mini Ivanhoe Crossing, isn't it? Well, I just made it to the Black Rock Pool, so it's a 300 metre return. It's allow 20 minutes of class 3, so the track in was pretty good. I've seen a few people airing down. I didn't air down, I didn't think it was that bad. There was a little bit of corrugation in some sort of places, but I reckon we've been on worse roads since we've been away, haven't we, Panos? Wouldn't you say? Like that?
Most definitely.
That wasn't too bad, so.
It wasn't too bad.
We'll go and do this. Hopefully there might be a little waterfall, who knows? Because Ivanhoe Crossing was fair flowing, but I'm not too sure if the water gets up this high. But anyway, we'll suss it out and we'll go and have a bit of a wander. How cool is this? Really, really cool. This is Black Rock. Be nice if there was a little bit of water flowing over the edge. But she's been dry for a little while, it's starting to go a bit stagnant, a bit murky. Might be a snapping handbag. It's around here. If you're into watching butterflies and all that sort of stuff, there's heaps of them getting around in there. Yeah, you can just sit in there and watch them. It's pretty cool. I might throw the drone up now and see if we can get a few photos from up the top there. Excuse me. Why don't you just go and sit in the shade? It's quite warm in the sun. Have you got sunscreen on? Not talking today, rightio, no worries. We'll just go this way. Thank you.
A few moments later.
Crossing, how good's that? Yeah! Righto, so we just got into the Hutchery Distillery. We're just going to have a bit of a lunchtime feed after our exciting Ivanhoe crossing. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that, so I'm highly going to do that again. Might even come back out the next couple of days and do it again, just because it was that cool. It's pity you couldn't go have a bit of a swim in there. It'd be really cool, but anyway. We got recommended this from the information centre, so we thought, well, while we're at it, we'll give it a run. Yeah, and everything looks pretty good. Just got to work out what sort of grog I'm going to drink. Not too sure. We got rum, spiced rum, white rum. Everything's all rum.
Do they have any vodka?
No. Got some gin.
We need to go to a vodka place.
Anyway, we'll suss out what we're going to get and what we're going to drink and what we're going to eat, and then we'll show you when we get it. What'd you get, Pam?
I got the classic mojito, Kimberley Moon White rum with mint and lime.
Looks like lemonade with grass in it.
It's really nice.
And I got a Hoochie maize lager, so it's the only beer on tap. So it's not a very big beer, $9. As it said to Pam, I'll have 3 mouthfuls and I'll have it finished.
Oh well.
But it is a distillery, so you come here to sample the spirits, I guess. Anyway, it's nice beer anyway. And we ordered a barramundi wrap.
Barramundi tacos.
I had tacos, and the kids got just some French fries. So
that's all that.
27 for the tacos and 15 for the chippies. So
yeah, there's only really 4 options on here. Plus, there's some chippies. There's not really much that you can order from.
The best thing about here is there's a kids area and there's a little playground outside, so I don't have kids harping me and annoying me, so that's a win-win, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh well.
Gets in quite fun. Enjoy our drinks.
Finish this drink and then go get another one after, and it'll be 6 mouthfuls in and have two beers done. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
A few moments later.
Well, that's what gets you, what, $27 gets you? A couple of mouthfuls of barramundi.
Yeah, I knew they weren't massive servings, but...
And then the kids get a $15 hot chips. Anyway, yeah, it's nice, but yeah, disappointing the food, the size and the price. But anyway, it is what it is.
The next day.
Oh no, we just made our way out to Windrum, so it's about an hour from Kununurra. So we just pulled up at the 5 Rivers lookout. So pretty amazing up here. Like the views are just crazy. Like I'll just flip you around, but yeah, we got that. So this used to be the old Wyndham Township down there, so that group of buildings over here, that's the old township, but it got moved because of the tidal waters that used to come up 8.5 metres. And they used to have a like an abattoir sort of set or a meatworks out here, and it was the largest in the southern hemisphere in the time. So I think that was back in the early 1900s, and they actually shifted the so now they call this Port Wyndham, I think, and they've shifted the town to where we know it is today, back further away from the tidal flat. So yeah, really cool information up here too. So there's a board up here, a bit of a lookout up here too. So a little bit more pub trivia if you want to know. So Wyndham is was founded here in the 1885, I think I read, and it's also one of the hottest places in Australia, on an average of 36 degrees every day. So yeah, quite hot. And you've got all this water around, and you've got snapping handbags in there. So yeah, so as I said, the old town's here, and now the new town's through over here. So now once we finish looking up here, we'll wander into town and have a bit more of a look around there. But yeah, crazy. Five Rivers Lookout. Definitely get up here and check this one out. Yeah, so as you see in that last little clip there, there's a pub down there. It's just all shut up, and everything's just closed. It's like a little old ghost town. So there's an old, as I said, there's an old hospital just here. So it was built in 1887 and it closed up in 1970. And then actually 1975, this became the jail, it became a prison, and then closed in 93. So property's now privately owned. So I wonder if we can get a pass to go in there and do some ghost hunting, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd have a few stories that'd be told in there. So anyway, we'll keep wandering back down to the main area, and we'll go check out the big croc and see what else we can find. So we just popped into the Wyndham Caravan Park. Not a bad little spot here actually. Plenty of space, little pool, decent facilities. So, but the main reason why we come here is check out the biggest boab in captivity. That is that sucker right there. And they reckon this tree is estimated to be 2,000 years old. That is just ridiculous. Oh, someone's taken bark off.
No bark.
That is crazy. That is massive. These things grow so slow. Wow, that is huge.
Alright, so I just got to the big crocodile. This is huge, so don't climb on it because it says don't climb. Look at that. If you guys have been here before and you know how long it is, make sure you tell us, because I'd really like to know how big it is.
Let's step it out.
Look at that mouth on it.
Ready? I'll step it out.
We're just going to step it out now. I reckon this is probably about 15 or so. Yeah, Mum's stepping it out. See how long it is.
Meters.
20 meters it is. That's really big.
20 metre long, the old crocky.
Look at that big feet. Looks like they got wire in there.
Rightio, we just made our way to the grotto. So apparently there's 144 steps to the bottom, so, and there's a big water hole at the bottom, which is up to 100 metres in depth, so I'm going to say it's going to be freezing. I'm going to say it's going to be very nippy. This would be nice to come here in the wet season when there's a waterfall. But yeah, you can go swimming all year round from what the sign was saying. So we'll head on down and see what we can find and have a look, maybe even have a little dip and have a fresh refresh. What do you reckon, Dagger? That was so cool swimming in that. That was super, super cool. I even jumped in the rope swim. Hopefully you can see that footage.
Yeah, that was crazy because like we done like 16 attempts, and then on the last 2 attempts, you should see how big that was, because like I got up all the way nearly up to the top and made a big swing.
We need to get some more upper body strength, I think.
Yeah.
But it was good. It wasn't as cold as I thought. Yeah, plenty of people swimming around there. Really, really cool. So we're just heading back up to the car park now, and we're heading closer to town. We're going to pull up at another spot, and we'll take his with us.
And I counted, and guys, when you come here, make sure you count the stairs, because I counted 126, and some people have been counting 144. So
Yeah, what's going on there? It said on the sign 144, and you count 126. Bit dodgy. Right, so we just pulled up at Molly Springs. So the road to get in here is absolutely shit house. It's dead set just a rocky, like a rocky riverbed. So it's probably a good, well, that's really a good 2 k's off the main road. Yeah, a couple of cars here, so we're just going to wander down and have a little dip. It says on the sign it's 1 kilometre returning, it said, so it's allowed 30 minutes, but I think I can hear people swimming now, so I don't think it'll be too far down here. We'll be having a dip.
Declan, look at the fish.
What do you reckon, Sam? Happy with this one?
Yeah, this is beautiful. Very refreshing.
Just made it to the top of Molly Springs. That's a little overflow down there. Little goat track that comes up and around. Looks like there's a couple of small little pools there too, so might go and sit in there and have a swim.
The next day.
Right, I've just come for a little fish down on the river, and so far I've got a big donut, but we're just watching the fisher lady Peony here. Oh god, she's going to be in the river. So we've caught absolutely nothing. So the highlight of being here at the moment is when we turned up, there was a crocodile just in there, and he just swimming away. So That was our highlight, and so far we've had no highlights. Have we, Ryan? Not even a bite.
Well, I have.
Well, he claims he has, but I don't know.
He's had several bites.
I think it might be on along the ground as something running along the ground. Anyway, very nice little spot here just for a relaxing little fish and a few tunes. We just got to catch a beer. Catch a beer.
Catch fish.
Just got to catch a fish.
You've got beer on your mind.
I've got beer on me bloody mind, bloody weirdo. Anyway,
Take a photo.
what did you get, Ryan?
Got a little brim. I felt it tapping, so I didn't do it like so hard up, so I just did like a little nudge in there and it got on.
Yeah, nice.
But I don't think it's eating size.
No, might be a tad small, I reckon, but it's not bad. Oh, we'll throw him back. If not, fight another day and we'll catch a bigger one.